We all know there's no place like home. It's a sanctuary, a place where we find solace and comfort after a long day. It's where we can truly be ourselves, surrounded by the people and things we love. It's where we create memories, build our lives, and find comfort. From the first steps of a child to family gatherings during the holidays, every corner of a home holds a story, a cherished moment that adds to the tapestry of our lives. But before the first nail is hammered and the first brick is laid, there's a whole lot of work that needs to be done, often under the open sky, exposed to the whims of Mother Nature. The process of building a home is a complex symphony of planning, coordination, and hard work. As much as we love a sunny day for a picnic, construction crews know that weather can be a fickle friend. A clear, sunny day can quickly turn into a stormy challenge, testing the resilience and adaptability of everyone on site. Rain, wind, snow, and even extreme heat can throw a wrench into the best laid plans, causing delays, impacting safety, and affecting the overall success of a project. Imagine trying to pour concrete in the rain or laying bricks in freezing temperatures. Each weather condition brings its own set of challenges that must be carefully managed. But don't worry, y'all. Just like we wouldn't dream of starting a renovation without a plan, experienced construction teams know how to anticipate and handle weather's curveballs. They have strategies in place to mitigate the impact of adverse weather, ensuring that progress continues even when the skies are less than cooperative. Let's dive in and explore how different weather conditions can impact a construction site and the strategies used to keep things moving smoothly, no matter the forecast. For instance, in the face of heavy rain, construction teams might use tarps and temporary shelters to protect materials and work areas. In extreme heat, they ensure that workers stay hydrated and take frequent breaks to avoid heat-related illnesses. In colder climates, special techniques are employed to keep concrete from freezing and to ensure that mortar sets properly. These might include using heated enclosures or additives that accelerate curing times. Each weather condition requires a unique approach, and experienced teams are well-versed in these methods. Safety is always a top priority, whether it's providing shade and water during a heat wave or ensuring that scaffolding is secure in high winds. The well-being of the crew is paramount. After all, a safe work environment is a productive one. Despite the challenges, the determination and ingenuity of construction teams ensure that projects move forward. They adapt, innovate, and persevere, turning obstacles into opportunities. It's this spirit of resilience that ultimately brings dreams to life, one brick at a time. So the next time you see a construction site, remember the hard work and dedication that goes into building dreams, even when battling the elements. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the unwavering commitment to creating spaces where memories are made and lives are built. We all know what a rainy day means. Time to curl up with a good book and a warm cup of tea. There's something comforting about the sound of raindrops tapping against the window, the world outside turning into a blur of gray and green. It's a perfect excuse to slow down, relax, and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. But for construction crews, it can mean putting things on hold. The rhythm of their workday is disrupted, and the plans they meticulously laid out are suddenly in jeopardy. Rain can turn a construction site into a muddy mess, making it difficult and unsafe to work. The ground becomes slippery, and navigating through the site becomes a challenge. Workers have to tread carefully to avoid accidents. Heavy rain can saturate the ground, making it impossible to operate heavy machinery without risking getting stuck. The weight of the equipment can cause it to sink into the soft, wet earth, leading to delays and potential damage. It can also wash away freshly poured concrete, erode landscaping, and create hazardous, slippery surfaces. The rainwater can seep into the concrete, weakening its structure and compromising the integrity of the build. Delays caused by rain can push back deadlines and lead to increased costs, which nobody wants. The frustration is palpable as teams watch their schedules slip away, knowing that every day of delay means more expenses and potential penalties. Thankfully, there are ways to minimize rain's impact. Construction teams are resourceful and have developed strategies to cope with the challenges posed by wet weather. Construction teams can use tarps and plastic sheeting to protect exposed materials and work areas. These coverings act as a shield, preventing rain from soaking into the materials and causing damage. Proper drainage systems can help channel water away from the site, preventing flooding and mud. By directing the flow of water, these systems ensure that the site remains as dry as possible, even during heavy downpours. And sometimes, the best solution is simply to wait for drier days before resuming work on certain tasks. Patience becomes a virtue as crews plan their activities around the weather, making the most of clear skies when they return. Modern technology also plays a role in mitigating the effects of rain. Weather forecasts and radar systems allow construction managers to anticipate rain and adjust their schedules accordingly. By staying informed, they can make proactive decisions to protect their projects. Temporary shelters can be set up to provide a dry space for workers to continue some tasks. These shelters offer a reprieve from the rain, allowing certain activities to proceed without interruption. Maintenance of equipment becomes crucial during rainy periods. Ensuring that tools and machinery are kept dry and functional helps prevent breakdowns and extends their lifespan. And when the rain finally stops, there's a renewed sense of energy and purpose. The air is fresh, the site is ready, and the team is eager to get back to work, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and improvement. Rainy days and construction delays are part of the journey, but with resilience and adaptability, construction teams can weather the storm and keep building towards a brighter future. While sunny days may seem ideal for construction, scorching temperatures can bring their own set of challenges. Extreme heat can take a toll on both workers and materials, leading to health risks and potential damage. Working under the blazing sun can lead to heat exhaustion and heat stroke, serious conditions that require immediate medical attention. Plus, did you know that materials like asphalt and steel can expand and warp in extreme heat? This can compromise the integrity of structures and create headaches down the road. The good news is, there are ways to beat the heat. Construction managers can adjust work schedules to avoid the hottest times of the day, allowing crews to work during the cooler morning or evening hours. Providing plenty of shade, water breaks, and even cooling vests can help keep workers safe and productive. Wind might seem harmless, but on a construction site, it can be a real troublemaker. The seemingly gentle breeze can quickly turn into a formidable force, disrupting the workflow and posing serious safety hazards. Construction workers often find themselves battling against the elements, and wind is one of the most unpredictable and challenging adversaries they face. Strong winds can turn loose materials into dangerous projectiles, pose a risk to scaffolding and cranes, and make it difficult to handle large, lightweight materials like plywood. Imagine trying to install a window on a windy day. Not only is it challenging, but it can also be downright dangerous. The wind can catch the edge of a sheet of plywood or a window pane, turning it into a sail that pulls workers off balance or even out of their positions. This not only slows down the progress of the project, but also increases the risk of accidents and injuries on site. High winds can cause cranes to become unstable and increase the risk of objects falling from heights. Construction teams need to be extra cautious when working at heights on windy days. To mitigate the risks, construction teams often monitor wind speeds closely and halt operations if winds exceed safe levels. Securely anchoring materials and equipment is crucial to prevent them from becoming airborne hazards. Sometimes, even delaying certain tasks until the wind dies down is the safest course of action. To combat these challenges, construction sites employ various strategies. Windbreaks and barriers can be set up to shield work areas from the brunt of the wind. Tarps and covers are secured tightly over materials to prevent them from being blown away. Heavy machinery and equipment are anchored firmly to the ground to ensure they remain stable. These precautions are essential to maintain a safe working environment and to keep the project on track despite the windy conditions. Communication and planning are also key components in dealing with windy conditions. Workers are encouraged to take regular breaks to avoid fatigue, which can be exacerbated by battling the wind. Checking weather forecasts frequently allows the team to anticipate and prepare for windy days. Safety meetings are held to discuss the best practices and strategies for working in high winds, ensuring that everyone is aware of the potential hazards and knows how to handle them. At the start of each day, construction teams take extra time to secure all materials and equipment, double-checking that everything is anchored properly. This proactive approach helps to minimize the risks associated with sudden gusts of wind. By staying vigilant and prepared, construction workers can continue their tasks with confidence, knowing that they have taken the necessary steps to protect themselves and their colleagues from the dangers of working against the wind. When the weather turns cold, construction sites can feel the chill. Freezing temperatures can bring construction to a standstill, impacting the curing process of concrete and creating hazardous working conditions. Concrete needs time to cure properly, and freezing temperatures can disrupt this process, weakening the concrete and leading to cracks. Working in icy conditions can be treacherous, increasing the risk of slips, trips, and falls. Frostbite and hypothermia are also real concerns for construction workers exposed to prolonged cold. So, what can be done when the mercury drops? Construction teams often use heaters and blankets to maintain optimal curing temperatures for concrete. Work schedules may be adjusted to avoid the coldest parts of the day, and workers are encouraged to wear warm layers and take frequent breaks to warm up. While everyday weather can pose challenges, extreme weather events like hurricanes can be devastating to construction projects. These powerful storms bring high winds, torrential rain, and flooding, putting construction sites at significant risk. Hurricane-force winds can rip apart partially constructed buildings, topple cranes, and send debris flying through the air, posing a serious threat to anything in their path. Flooding can inundate construction sites, damaging materials, compromising foundations, and making the area inaccessible for weeks. Preparation is key when it comes to hurricanes. Construction teams in hurricane-prone areas often have emergency plans in place. This includes securing loose materials and equipment, reinforcing structures, and evacuating the site if necessary.